What's up, guys? As promised, here we are on day one of the VN jet engine car build series. No strippers.
No strippers.
Well, windshield. Day one's going well. We've got all the right tools for the job. How easy is that with the right tool? I really wanted to drive this around and make a quick couple of videos, flick a buck on Marketplace, and just get rid of it out of my life. But it's turned out this thing, I'm actually getting quite attached to this thing. It's one of the coolest cars I've ever seen in my life on Marketplace, and I thought I had to do this justice by building this car to go fast. And not just go fast safely. So when you want to make a car safe and fast, you need certain things. One of them is someone that knows what they're doing. I'm not that person. I drive cars and they know what the people that build them know what they're doing. So for this series, we've got ourselves, not only John, which is behind the camera, we've got Andy from Fireball Garage, one of the best car builders in Australia. He's coming in here to help us make sure this thing hopefully doesn't hurt me or anyone else around. What's that? Did I that? Is it Fireball?
No, it's Fireball Fabrication.
Yes, let's do that again. Andy from Fireball Fabrications. Come on in here, Andy. So Andy's going to be joining us for this.
Hey guys.
Andy's going to be joining us for this build series, and hopefully many build series is to come. Andy has built some of the toughest cars in Australia. From HQ wagons that gup drives, funny cars, working on pretty much everything automotive related.
Street car stuff, race cars, yeah.
Just everything.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
So there's a few things that need to make this work. Basically, you need a triangle. You need someone that's good at filming. John. Hey, John.
Spin the camera.
You need someone that knows what they're doing. Cue Andy. And you need someone that can talk that people can sort of half tolerate, which is myself. So thank you very much if you've watched it this far into the first 30 seconds of the video. But this is what we're doing. So, Andy, we've got a I'm going to say 91, because that's what year I was born. I'm just going to say it's a 91, I don't actually know. VN Commodore. Now the VN Commodore was one of the most prestigious / sought after models in the 90s. It was really the VP VN was really the changing in the guard when it come to the rounder shape of the Commodore. I've always wanted to own a VN Commodore. This probably wasn't the one that I wanted to own, but either less, here we are, we've got the jet car. So Andy, a few things I think that we need to do as far as safety wise. Well, there's a lot of unsafe stuff here. A lot. Like everywhere you look, there's a hazard.
There's a lot of noise and a lot of heat and a lot of spinny things and dangerous stuff can go on in here. So we need to get a little bit of a cage or protection happening inside.
I think, so back when I put the video out of this car, a lot of the comments are, when are you going to drive it? When are you going to do it? When are you going to take down the drag strip? All that stuff is coming at the end of this build. This build is basically getting this car to a point where it's safe and we can drive it down the drag strip, race another car. We're going to find a car to race. Someone's going to lose to us. But we need it to be safe, because not only can it hurt myself, it can hurt the guys around. Even starting this thing, if you're standing within 10 meters of it, something can fly out of that jet engine and saw you in half. So we definitely don't want that. So our purpose here is to build this car to its best potential with what time we got and the budget we have, which isn't a lot, very low budget. So if you want to increase the budget, hit me up. Basically, this is it. It's not much to look at and it's extremely dangerous. So once again, safety is paramount. Let's get it on. So Andy, this is what we got to work with. Now I know this is probably a lot more advanced than what you're used to working on. I know you're working with those piston engines, but we've got here a Rolls-Royce Jet Viper, 3,000 million dragons and lasers and shit going on here. I decided to show you some of the stuff we got to work with. Obviously a big part of this car is getting the shield around the engine, but there's a lot of good parts in here. So I got the Kirky seat.
They're a pretty good safe seat if you're going to go fast, but you need to expand a bit more on your safety at a higher speed.
Like what?
Helmet, harness, might put a bit of a cage in there.
Bit of a cage, a helmet. Well, a seatbelt would be good, or a harness. Unfortunately, there's no seatbelt in there at the moment, but we'll work on that, so we'll put that on the list. Seatbelt. Just in case we forgot that we needed a seatbelt. It's on the list. So parts to order, beer and Strippers.
Strippers.
No strippers.
No strippers.
No strippers here. Strippers.
For the electrical side of things, we need strippers.
Oh, wire strippers.
Wire strippers.
The non-glitter.
No glitter.
No glitter version. So we don't need strippers. So I'm unsure of the fuel tank, whether we keep this design, because at the moment with this fuel tank, we've got a 100 litre cell, pressurized, looks like an old, I don't know if it's out of a plane, could be, who knows with this car. Basically, you put the fuel in there and then you pressurize the fitting on the fuel tank, which allows the fuel to pump into the engine. There's two ways you can do it: by pressure like it is, which is a bit sketchy, like it doesn't compute in my head, or we put a fuel pump on the bottom. Put an 044 in there, something that can, that fuel works. Basically, we can make the fuel pump electronically to the engine, as opposed to, allowing the pressure in the fuel tank to feed the engine. The good thing about electronic is we have the ability to cut the electronics. If something fails and that pressure is feeding the engine and you can't stop it, the thing won't stop. It'll just keep going. It'll just fly to the moon. Coming back down to the safety, you need to have a way to stop this thing. At the moment, there's a knob, right? So imagine you're sitting in the car and there's a knob behind here. If you turn that knob, it cuts off. But if you're going 300 million Ks an hour and everything's wrong, you've throttled down and the car's continuously building speed, the last thing you're going to want to do is turn around with two hands and turn some safety knob off. That's not an option. We're not doing that. We're definitely going to have to improve that. So it's on the list. Knob. Don't know why that's like that. There's a bunch of other safety stuff in this video, but I feel like we've got enough on our charts. So the first thing I want to do with this car, Andy, I think we just need to rip it down. And all right, so let's put this on the thing and we can do a bit of a teardown video.
Go, dog. I'm riding a road, y'all. I think that I'm back in my bag now. So I need that go, y'all. Got hits when he throwing the fastball.
So another thing, this is the important part of this. So after this build, this VN Commodore is going to be partaking in some sort of race. The details I haven't quite figured out yet, but it'll be a drag race of some sort. So this drag race will either be against some sort of V8 supercar, a supercar, some sort of crazy fast car. And we're going to see if this old VN Commodore, with the help of Andy, which is probably the most important part, go quickly down a drag strip. And it won't be a normal drag strip because we're not allowed. As soon as you mention jet car at a drag strip, they get really nervous, which I understand, I know. So it'll be an airstrip. Airstrip of some sort, and we're going to race a car. We're going to race a supercar. If you know someone with a really fast supercar, or just a supercar in general that wants to race the VN, tag them in the comments because we're ready. And we got cash, 20 bucks. We'll race for 20 bucks.
Cash.
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 Cash only. Now I took my good battery home because I was using it on my power tools. Now the thing about my toolbox is not all of my tools are in here. So there's a lot of blank spaces. So normally the tool I'm looking for isn't in here. I've had a really, wrong size. Before I say that statement, tool I need is not in my toolbox. So do you reckon a shifter will work, Andy? I got plenty of shifters.
Shifter will work.
I got shifters in all different sizes. So we've got like a medium shifter, big shifter, small little baby shifter to get to those hard to reach places, and like one between the small little baby shifter and the bigger shifter. This is the one in between that shifter.
You wouldn't grab the really, really big one?
We could use the big shift. It's even got like numbers on there, and they're in American terms: half inch, inch and 1/2, whatever that means. This video is not sponsored by Ryobi, but as an avid handyman, Ryobi is the cheapest you can buy. Wrong size. And it just works.
Did you use one of them American ones that says 1/2?
1/2. This is the first panel we're taking off the VN car. Look at that, it's way better than a shifter. All right, there we go.
Hercules, Hercules.
I'm a real big one for this. So if you take a bolt out of something, put it back in the hole, because otherwise then you lose stuff.
Sandwich bags with a Nico pen will work too.
I'd rather just put it in the hole.
Some don't, but...
Some don't. That's when you can go to the sandwich bags and the Nicos.
I am the one, the way your son don't need.
So this, just so you know, Andy, this is where I keep all my tools.
Okay.
So you can put your tools there. We don't have to always go back to the toolbox. It's a pretty efficient workshop. This is about a $50,000.
If you're going to use a 10mm, you need to put it in the same little box because then things will just disappear.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got a whole row of 10 mils. And if anything, actually, look at this. This is for emergencies only. So if we ever need a 10 mil and we can't find one, there's one there. But that's emergency cases only. Just see if you can figure out I showed it to you. It's not, don't even look at it.
Battery gone flat.
Battery. This is the only battery I've got here. All my other batteries are at home.
Just grab the shifter manual and do this side with the shifter.
See, this is why you have every size of shifter. Because if your battery goes flat, you've got a shifter for every occasion. Not only is it a shifter, as I said before, 1/2, it's got all different sizes on here.
Few people across the pond, it's called a crescent wrench.
Crescent wrench. Oh no, should we get most of yours out from you first?
Yeah, right, just, yeah. Oh man! Oh. Damn it, like you just dropped the shifter there and it would have been right.
This isn't a whistling diesel channel. We're not just breaking shit. It's expensive. The budget is gone already. Today's budget's gone. We've just done a windshield, the budget's out. We may as well go home. Fuck.
It's probably going to come out of my pay.
All right, we've charged up the one battery we got. I'm not using the stupid shifter, crescent wrench, adjustable wrench, whatever you want to call it.
Can you pass me that, please, and I'll undo these.
Under the bonnet. We don't want to smash the windscreen anymore. You want another extension?
Undo your bar there, mate. Oh, the bonnet again. Oh shit.
No, actually, don't wreck the bonnet. We can sell this. Swapping VN bonnet for good condition windscreen. I actually think VN bonnets are worth a bit of money, but it's definitely
Actually, like $300.
$300. Apparently they're worth $300. If anyone wants a mint condition VN bonnet, never dropped, ready to go on your daily, hit me up. Well, windshield. Front bar can come off. We got a new, what? No swearing. It's my channel, man. I can swear what I want. All right, we'll go up on the hoist standing. We'll have a look at this front bar.
Safety.
Let me get some tools. Once again, not sponsored by Roby, but we've got some stuff. And this isn't even all of my stuff. Most of my stuff's at home because when I go to the garden, there is a Roby attachment for every piece of your house, basically. High trimmers, low trimmers, mowers. I have synthetic grass at my house, and I still have a Roby mower because it just looks good in the set, right? It's all about sets. Magnetic. Are these worth anything?
I think they might be to the right person.
These are worth stuff to the right person. Oh, fuck. Don't drop kick things and slides. Ah, wow, that hurt. Pain's really carrying on. I'm just going to take these headlights out, you reckon? Do you reckon take the headlights out?
Yeah, take them out.
Or they just
Be careful because they're worth money too, so, because they're not in not bad condition.
I don't want to break the headlights. We're retaining the headlights, we can't the headlights.
We had a pre-start meeting about filming and there was no bad language at all. And
There was a few things. Oh, man, do you know, I actually really hurt my foot. I'd asked a question about workers' compensation, but I know the answer and there is none. No days off. Are these worth anything?
I'm not saying anything that will incriminate me. Right?
Yep.
That's an aftermarket bolt. Thing.
Don't worry about small bolts.
It's falling out.
So if you didn't know, the VN's like a national treasure, right? So these are the kind of cars that it's really like it's a thing to own one of these cars, right? And all these parts, even though they might look like junkyard parts, in Australia, these parts are extremely, extremely that even broken? Or is that just, nah, just the screw maybe.
Like that.
So I don't need my large case of Ryobi
The rivets
parts.
are fake. They're deceiving.
They're fake,
Fake rivets.
like my driving ability. You know what I'm gonna do to these? I'm gonna black them out. There's nothing that says safety like blacked out tail lights. So even if you're braking, they don't know you're braking. Tail lights out. Do you reckon Andy grew up playing footy? Think quick. Definitely grew up playing footy. I feel like because we're stripping the car, should we take the doors off? Like, there's probably no need to take the door, but I feel like it'd look good with the doors out.
I've got a proper pin puller. You need a puller to get these little...
Let's fucking take the whole thing off, mate.
Oh no, there's no nuts and bolts there. See? There's a shear pin put in there.
What?
You can do it with a pin punch, but it'll take you an hour to do.
Well, it looks like they just pull out. One up, one down. Well, see, here's the problem with the bottom one, right? You got to put it up. So we get the top one out, then it's all skew-if. Maybe we can the bottom one enough.
The door's going to be hanging, but...
Yeah, maybe we can get it enough to get out of there.
Okay, I'm not going to go against
No, well, I don't want to wreck it either. No, well, can you take weight off the door? Can you hold the door
Oh, you
up?
want my hand now? Okay.
Hey?
You want my hand, but not my knowledge.
Here's the thing about
What are you
knowledge,
hitting
right?
there, mate? You need a pin in the hole.
What do you mean a pin in the hole?
There's a plastic knob on the top, right?
I've already taken that off. It's here.
There's a
that one.
in there's a pin, and you got to knock that pin out. You know how one of the requests was the fans are you going to use the fans at all?
Is it hot? I'll put these fans up on the remote. Okay, everyone's hot. All right, let me show you.
Especially
You want to see a fan setup? Come here. I got a couple of big fans in this shed. It's not you guys. Pretty proud of this. It took me a whole day to set up this. Basically, see that? You feel that? It's going to be real noisy on camera now, so Andy can start complaining about the heat.
I feel like Superman.
Need some wind socks. I know you wanted to persevere and try and get it out without the right tool, but I think maybe we should just wait for the right tool.
I was going to say we got the right tool on the job, but
Why do they make shit so hard? Why can't they just have bolts and you just bolt the door on and off? Like, no one has. I don't even know what the tool he's talking about. I've owned Commodores all my life. I've never had that tool. He wasn't even going through my toolbox. He doesn't know what drawer or anything is.
first day on the job, mate. I don't know where anything is.
What are you looking for? Vice grips?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I have vice grips. I had vice grips. Just don't know where they've gone. I don't actually know if I have vice grips. So anyway, as you see, day one's going well. We've got all the right tools for the job. No hold-ups. I sort of need someone else to hold it while I hit it, so I can get a good hit on her.
I'll lean behind you. No, how's that
All
going
right,
to work?
can you reach around my body? If you reach around like that, and you hold that like that.
If time's not the matter.
Watch your fingers, mate. One pin out, only 7 to go. Oh, it's a lot of vibration on your hands, hey?
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Just saying, I do have the correct tool for the job.
The tool's not here. Put that in your real tool and smoke it. As you can see, without the real tool, or the right tool, we've got the door off. Hey Andy, did we get the door off?
Yep. So this is edited and cut. That actually took an hour and 45 minutes.
I think what we'll do is, because we're pretty much finished with underneath, we'll drop this out and we'll push it forward in the middle, open the doors wide up, we can all get into a spot. Why has that got a little knob on there? That knob thing there, is that a pin as well?
Just stop. Oh. Good on you.
Wow.
You should have had these Pit Viper safety glasses on, bruh.
Easy, don't need any tools. Anyway, we're going to get the tool. How you going? Do you have a Commodore door pull pin puller?
That's total.
Oh,
tools.
wrong shop.
Trade tools.
Do you have? You don't have that item?
No.
No, so wrong shop.
I could probably get it in, but I won't have one
I need
here
it now.
today.
No, that's all right. All good.
Sorry.
So it turns out we went to the wrong shop. This is Trade Tools. We went to go to Total Tools. All right, now we're at the right tool store. Total Tools, not the other one, the other tool shop. Can you point me in the direction of your hinge pin extractor kit? All right, well, there's a lot of tools here. I'll stop looking. Stop looking. Here it is. So it turns out that's the tool. So hopefully that's the tool. That's the one he said. There's a shop up the road. They have like a bin full of these random tools. I'm pretty sure there's vice grips in there. I was in there last week. So if they still got them, we'll buy a set of vice grips because they're going to get ruined or lost. All right. One in case we lose it, and then the second backup pair, and we got a little baby shifter to give to the collection. I've got a bit of a shifter collection going on, and I was missing a little baby one, so now we've got the whole family now. Didn't have it in stock. But so I've got vice grips and I got a little sacrificial lamb. But these are only $10, so you can get 5 of these for the price of that one tool. So imagine 5 vice grips as opposed to a tool we're never going to use. But I don't think he gets it. These are going to work. You're going to have to hold that, Andy.
What happened?
You're going to have to hold that while I hit it.
Oh man, you got any safety gloves? Oh, fuck, mate! Oh, why didn't you get the right shit for the job?
I didn't mean to hit his finger that hard. So I don't know if this is a good time to tell you, but we actually did get the right tool.
You need a freezer with some ice in it, mate. That's what you need.
Did I explain I explained the situation here with no days off. If you get hurt, it's on you.
I'm out, I'm done.
John, do you want to go get the right tool?
Gee, thanks. I can't hold that hand now. I've got to use this hand.
Look at the size of your fingers, mate. They're like massive sausages.
Yeah, especially the middle one, eh?
All right, so we've been doing this for like an hour, and we finally got the right tool. How easy is that with the right tool? Glad I thought about getting this. You want to hold that for us?
Might as well one hand.
Beautiful. Teamwork makes the dream work. All right, all yours, mate. All right, one more door to go. Small, precise knock, so you got to keep an eye you don't hit anyone's fingers. The good thing is Andy's actually got 2 hands, so if we knock all the fingers on the first hand, there's plenty more fingers on the other hand which haven't been knocked. And just like that, in today's episode, we removed 4 doors off a VN Commodore. All right, well that pretty much wraps up today's episode, guys. So we've done the teardown, we've shown you a bit about how the jet car works and the things that we're looking at doing. So we are planning on doing an episode, at least 4 to 5 episodes a week until this thing is running down a drag strip. And I've basically got a month before I got to go back to America and do the whole Burnout Kings gig. But I would like to have this car running, racing, ready to rip. And as I said, we've only got a month. It's a tight deadline. And the biggest part about this car is we have no idea what a jet car does or how it's meant to run or anything. So we're learning, you're learning with us. So we're literally around and finding out very quickly what a 3,000 horsepower jet car is supposed to do. So see you in tomorrow's episode.